What's going on, coaches? Coach Cano here. Just in case you don't know anything about me, I've been coaching the last 10 years in the sports performance, strength conditioning field. I worked my way up from intern at Texas A&M to graduate assistant at Southeastern Louisiana, then worked my way up to assistant for 3 years at SMU, and then worked my way up to the highest level coaching in the SEC, the main assistant at Mississippi State University with the football team before I moved back to Chicago, created my own company to give back to high school and lower level division NAIA Division III coaches to give them sports performance programs to really maximize their team's ability and train that at the highest level. That's what we're doing, and we're getting close to hitting our goal of coaching 2,000 kids and working with 20 teams this year. It's awesome. It's going great. But I wanted to give you a little feedback because you might be looking at me and be like, who's this guy emailing me all the time? So that's quick. And I have my bio in this email also if you want to click on it for just some little feedback and experience so you could build a little trust in me. But when I was, when I listen to coaches, I talk to coaches, we talk a lot about being a champion. And I love it. It gets me going. It gets me rocking. But it brought me back on this article, this quick little quote that I always, refresh every year. And it's talking about building something great. Are you in the habits of success? Now, when I think of that, that's really one of those square one things we talked about last week about details. Building something great and the habits of success as a coach is extremely, extremely critical. And I'm not going to get into a bunch of things. I'm just going to challenge you on one thing, and that's for you to wake up each day and have a goal that you do in the morning, whether it's making your bed, whether it's going to hit the elliptical for 15 and 20 minutes and get it done every day so you could have that positive mindset and positive reinforcement at yourself that you could then put onto your players. So then when you speak to them, it's real and you're not talking about doing all the little things right if you're not doing them. So that's my one challenge to you right away. What I've been doing these last 2 weeks, just to throw it out there, is every morning, besides my workout, I'll do I do 50 pull-ups, 50 sit-ups, and 50 burpees. That's it. That's something that I do every day. But getting off the strength conditioning performance, the focus of today, step 2 of that, of the habits of success, is I want you to speak to your kids and your players like men for once. I know they're growing adults, but explain to them the reason you're doing things. So as much as I possibly can, I give back to my high school in Chicago. Why? Because I need to be in the grind. I need to be in the room. I need to be coaching. I need to be touching kids' lives. I need to be making an impact because that's who I am. That's what gets me fired up. That's what really motivates me and drives me. So I'll give you an example of today. Today there's 85 to 100 kids in there, and a great program planned out for them. Great coaches helping us. But as a coach, our habits and our demands is what separates coaches from being good and somewhat lazy to great and demand the highest level. Now, in my opinion, when you demand the most from your players, you have to then tell them why you're doing this. And I'll give you an example here. There was this kid called Cody today, chilling, wasn't counting. We were doing a finisher where they're counting their reps of bodyweight squats, right? 30 seconds all out as fast as you can go. Go, hit it. And I bring up 2 leaders that do it. Everyone can see how they're supposed to do it. Anyways, they separate, they go, and the place is 50% of the kids are in. It's all right. The energy level is okay. So you whistle it, you jump on top of a bench, but it's not fake. It's real. It's the way I talk. It's the way I teach. It's the way I coach. You get up there, you explain to them the difference of, here's the difference. Here's the habit. Here's the main difference. Okay. Champions in a program that is built to be great establishes a true give a shit factor in January and February. So that when they do these little things, they count the right way. They push each other the right way. So on the field, when somebody gets knocked out or somebody gets a flagged, people aren't yelling back and forth, you did this, you did that. No, you eliminate all that BS right now by creating a culture and a program of consistently good habits. So the way I do it is I demand a lot, and then I tell them exactly what I'm telling you. Man, the reason I did this is, and it's not to, kiss their ass. It's so that they are on the same wavelength of greatness, of why we're doing things. Because we always need to have each other's back. Why? Because football, just like life, and this is how I speak to them. It's going to be a roller coaster ride, up and downs. You're going to have 4 or 5 penalties every game that goes against you that you can't control. How are you going to react? The best of the best, when something wrong goes, they keep their heads up. They look, we got the next play. We got this. We got this. Don't worry about it. We got this. And that's how I talk to these kids, and that's how I speak in January and February. So that is completely eliminated when you hit the field in August and September and they're BSing back and forth who did what. There is no such thing as finger pointing. They're on one culture, one page, and one vision. Also, the next habit, when I get into kids and I lay into them, I tell them this, but I always believe in 2 to 1, 2 to 1. You know, once you give a kid the shit and get after him, you got to give him twice the amount of love. That's my habit, twice the amount of love. After I rip into him and I really, really grind it, I go up to him about 5 minutes later. I'll get in his ear, Mike. This is what I need from you. I can't have you yawning in here. I need you focused. I need your eyes locked in on me. Why? Because when a college recruit's in here in 2 years or 3 years or 2 months, 3 months, he's going to need your attention and demand it. And that's going to be eliminated right now because you're training to be the best. And then, so that's one. That's 1 times the love. Then, in front of the whole team at the end, I'll call him up. I'll be like, what's your name? Did you guys see me get after Cody today? You see how he responded to that? He didn't put his head down and pout. He's ready to be coached. That's what it's about. It's about being coachable. It's about being the best. It's about doing things for each other as a team. So I challenge you. So I know I rambled a little bit right there. 1, it's talk to these kids like men. Talk to them the way that you talk to other coaches. I know it's going to go over some kids' head, but I promise you, if you start talking to them as we, and we're going towards the goal instead of talking at them and what they need to do, everything changes. As always, win the kids. I hope you enjoyed my little 2 habits that I go through all the time. Coach Cano, we're pumped. Any feedback you guys want to give me, I'm telling you, I've been getting awesome emails from coaches. They make my day, man. Any consistency traits that you guys do, you want to send my way, I have to grow. I am just peaking right now as a coach. I have so much more to grow, so much more to learn from you coaches and from so many other people out there. I'm extremely pumped about it. I'm extremely excited. If we could help your program out in any way, let me know. Also on Friday, I don't like to do sales pitches or anything like that. We got a special announcement coming out on Friday for you guys coaches because trust me, I've worked with probably over 150 assistant coaches through all the sports on all the teams that I've coached. And all of you coaches want a 30 to 45-minute workout, customized, done, so you're not just walking in there doing the elliptical, having no idea, maybe a couple sets of dumbbell bench. We're going to have that coming out for you. We're excited about it. Talk to you soon. As always, Coach Cano, win the kids.